The mind is its own place, and in itself can make a heaven of hell, a hell of heaven. Better to reign in hell than to serve in heaven. Long is the way and hard that out of hell leads up to light. There is nothing that making men rich and strong, but that which they carry inside of them. True wealth is of the heart, not of the hand. When we speak of knowing God, it must be understood with reference to man's limited powers of comprehension. God, as he really is far beyond man's imagination, let alone understanding. God has revealed only so much of himself as our minds can conceive and the weakness of our nature can bear. Solitude sometimes is best society. Innocence, once false, can never be regained. Darkness, once gazed upon, can never be lost. The end of all learning is to know God, and out of that knowledge to love and imitate him. Anarchy is the sure consequence of tyranny, for no power that is not limited by laws can ever be protected by them. Freely we serve, because we freely love, as in our will, to love or not. In this we stand or fall. Let us no more contend, nor blame each other, blamed enough elsewhere, but strive, in offices of love, how we may lighten each other's burden. Now the bright morning star, day's harbinger, comes dancing from the east, and leads with her the flowery May, who from her green lap throws the yellow cowslip and the pale primrose. Hail, bounteous May, that dost inspire mirth and youth and warm desire. Woods and groves are of thy dressing, hill and dale doth boast thy blessing. Thus we salute thee with our early song, and welcome thee, and wish thee long. Awake, arise, or be forever fallen. All is not lost, the unconquerable will, and study of revenge, immortal hate, and the courage never to submit or yield. I will not deny but that the best apology against false accusers is silence and sufferance, and honest deeds set against dishonest words. Never can true reconcilement grow where wounds of deadly hate have pierced so deep. What hath night to do with sleep? Me miserable, which way shall I fly? Infinite wrath and infinite despair. Which way I fly is hell. Myself am hell, and in the lowest deep a lower deep, still threatening to devour me, opens wide, to which the hell I suffer seems a heaven. Give me the liberty to know, to utter, and to argue freely according to conscience, above all liberties. A good book is the precious lifeblood of a master spirit, embalmed and treasured up on purpose to a life beyond life. Farewell hope, and with hope farewell fear. This horror will grow mild, this darkness light. A mind not to be changed by place or time can make a heaven of hell, a hell of heaven. Yet he who reigns within himself and rules passions, desires, and fears is more a king. Freely they stood who stood, and fell who fell. Who overcomes by force hath overcome but half his foe. Be strong, live happy and love, but first of all, him whom to love is to obey and keep his great command. For books are not absolutely dead things, but do contain a potency of life in them, to be as active as that soul was whose progeny they are. Nay, they do preserve as in a vial the purest efficacy and extraction of that living intellect that bred them. Our torments also may in length of time, the mind become our elements. They who have put out the people's eyes reproach them of their blindness. Gratitude bestows reverence, changing forever how we experience life and the world. Neither man nor angel can discern hypocrisy, the only evil that walks invisible except to God alone. But he who destroys a good book kills reason itself. I cannot praise a fugitive and cloistered virtue, unexercised and unbreathed, that never sallies out and sees her adversary, but slinks out of the race where that immortal garland is to be run for, not without dust and heat. Oh, shame to men! Devil with devil damned. Firm concord holds, men only disagree. Of creatures rational, though under hope, of heavenly grace, and God proclaiming peace, yet live in hatred, enmity, and strife, among themselves, and levy cruel wars, wasting the earth, each other to destroy, as if which might induce us to accord. Man had not hellish foes enough besides, that day and night for his destruction wait. The stars, that nature hung in heaven, and filled their lamps with everlasting oil, give due light to the missiled and lonely traveler. O goodness infinite, goodness immense, that all this good of evil shall produce, and evil turn to good, more wonderful than that which by creation first brought forth light out of darkness. Full of doubt I stand, whether I should repent me now of sin, by me done and occasioned, or rejoice. Much more, that much more good thereof shall spring. To God more glory, more goodwill to men. From God, and over wrath grace shall abound.